Yo, what is up, guys? Your boy IzuKage here, and you guys really seem to like this series, so I'm out here with part 2. This is What If Eren Was Hit's Reincarnation. So, I'll get into the recap right after the intro. So last time we left off, Eren just came face to face with the Colossal Titan, and him and his squadron had to jump behind the walls to avoid an incoming attack. So Eren, using his ODM gear, goes to the top of the wall to face the Titan, and he flies around trying to get to its nape, but it keeps shooting hot steam out, and so Eren decides to use his time skip to get as close as possible, but as he goes to cut the nape, it just disappears. And but one thing Eren did sense when he was that close, he sensed a familiar key. He sensed something inside the nape of that Titan, but not having enough time to think of it because there's a giant hole in the wall and Titans are rushing into the city. So because of the hole in the wall, him along with his team, and this time Armin isn't in the same squadron as Eren. He is with Mikasa. So as Eren and his team fly through the city, killing one or two Titans along the way, but steadily his teammates are being killed off, and by the end of it, only one female member was left. And a Titan grabbed the wire of her ODM gear, and Eren tried cutting it to grab her, but as he was distracted, an abnormal Titan went on all fours and jumped towards Eren. He jumped towards Eren so fast he couldn't even dodge, and Eren was that Titan's dinner. So while Eren is being digested, let's switch to Mikasa and Armin's perspective. As they're mowing down Titans, they feel a cold, ominous breeze, and something just feels a bit off. They try sensing for Eren's key, but it was gone. Thinking the worst, they broke formation and quickly went to, the last place they could sense him, but all they saw was his squad, and they were completely massacred. Heads torn off, bodies, the top half of people missing, just a horrible sight. Armin was, the first to just start vomiting, and then Mikasa heard a loud scream. A Titan. Her and Armin look where it's coming from, and they see this brown-haired, muscular Titan, different from any of the others they've seen before. It seemed skilled in martial arts and, almost as skilled as Eren. So let's go back to, as Eren was eaten. When he was eaten, he almost instantly transformed into the attack Titan. He exploded the Titan that ate him from the inside out, and Eren crawled out all bloodied, and at first he was confused, but then realized what he is. You see from all the meditation that Eren has been doing most of his life, he instantly had control of the Titan. So he begins stomping out other Titans, Titan after Titan. Then he saw one running towards Mikasa and Armin, an abnormal, running on all fours. So Mikasa and Armin weren't even focusing on it. They were focusing on Eren because they felt something connecting them. But Eren was too far to, attack the Titan going towards them. So he decides to test something out. He uses time skip to jump towards the Titan, punching it so hard its head comes clean off. And after that, Mikasa and Armin were scared, thinking they were next. But they look up to the Titan and it just waved, catching them off guard. But what was even weirder was this Titan had the same key signature as Eren, along with his physical appearance and fighting style, and the ability just showed off. They're pretty sure it's him, it's Eren. So as Eren ran away to take down some more Titans, they followed him, actually riding on his shoulders. So during that time, Armin came up with an idea, with Eren's increased strength in this form, why not seal up the hole, causing all the Titans to enter? So a plan similar to Canon goes down, but with a Titan with time skipping abilities and just greater strength, the whole plan goes way easier. And Eren's base form, like his human form, is way stronger than in canon, so like he had visible muscles. So his Titan gains, increases in strength as well. So Eren lifts the boulder with ease and carries it towards the hole, crushing every Titan tries stopping him on the way, and then finally seals it up. So while he's doing all of this, everyone seeing this, they're just standing on the roofs just watching him, and they were amazed and some scared, but for what they've seen, it's on their side, so there really isn't something they should be scared of. It's helping them. So as he seals up the hole, the scout regiment appears. Levi and his team finally shows up, and he goes to take down this giant Titan, this berserker thing that just seems so different from regular Titans. So, but as he goes to do that, he sees two people on its shoulder. Then the Titan began falling apart and someone climbing out of the nape. Levi, seeing this, blitzes Eren, trying to put his sword to his neck, but as he does, Eren disappears and reappears behind him. He turns around to Levi and says, "I think you owe me a thank you." But as this all happens, General Pixis arrives and they cuff Eren and take him to the cellar. Eren just made them do this because he could easily escape, but he doesn't want to be on the run, always being on the run, like as a villain or as an enemy to the people, whatever, you get it. So Eren is just chilling in his cell when Levi and Commander Eren walk in. They begin asking him questions on how he can become a Titan and other stuff like that, but Levi was more interested in how fast Eren was. He didn't even see him move. But Eren stays quiet most of the time, either having one word answers or just not saying anything. But when Levi, pipes up and says, what was that speed? He says, nothing much, nothing special. I'm just pretty strong. Levi just began gritting his teeth because he felt like Eren was looking down at him. So after that, they still take him to trial, and this time they really don't have anything bad to say about him. He avoided damaging buildings, he sealed up the hole and didn't attack anyone. People even saw Mikasa and Armin just chilling on his shoulders, so he must have been in control or he would have eaten them. So the scene with Levi is completely stomping out Eren doesn't really happen because he doesn't talk out of turn. He just sits there listening. So Commander Erwin still gets custody of Eren and he becomes a part of the scouts. And after that, the scouts began testing Eren, seeing how conscious he was in his Titan form, and the girl that always goes crazy over Titans was just all over Eren. She was even more fascinated because of his time-skipping abilities, but he never really talked to anyone about that. He never told anyone how he does that. So after a day of tests, doing tests like solving math problems and stuff that any basic person could do, and seeing that he was completely conscious, the team, that entire scouts believing him, but Levi still feels inferior. So they go to eat, and Levi was asking Eren how can he move so fast. He's still persistent, but Eren just ignores him this time, which just pisses Levi off. He gets up and goes to punch Eren, but his fist just went right through him as if he wasn't there. Then in his confused state, Eren punches him in the stomach, and Levi drops to his knees holding his stomach. And then Eren stands up above Levi and says, "Well, seems I'm the captain now. You're too weak," and then walks off. Levi and everyone in the room was just amazed and curious of this display of power, but Levi was just getting even more angry, but there's nothing he could really do. So during this time, Erwin and Eren got, a bit closer, like a teacher-student relationship. They both have a same intellectual mind, so it makes it easier to come up with plans. So they still do the long-range scouting mission, and the female Titan still makes her appearance, killing the entire right wing in the formation, so around 7 people. And when they finally reached the forest, Eren was seeing the amount of people being slaughtered for basically nothing. And when Levi and his, well, not really Levi, but when his team asked him, no, the Levi squad except Levi, when they asked him, like, do they trust him? He trusts them, but instead of not transforming, he does, because he knows he has the upper hand. He will be able to take down the female Titan. So he does, and gets into a one-on-one with the female Titan earlier this time, so she doesn't get caught by the trap and Levi's squad doesn't get killed. So he begins fighting, and Eren has the upper hand for the most part, using his superior like hand-to-hand combat. But so after she started using her hardening abilities, Eren started using his ki in more unique ways, using a combination of his cloning ability and intangibility to overpower Annie, and he used his mouth to rip her out of her nape. But similar to Canon, she still crystallizes, protecting her body. And the idea I had for this part was that Eren or somebody else could actually take Annie's powers, but I think Eren would have a better reputation if he captured her alive, even though she's not much used in her crystal, but yeah. So Eren catches up to Levi and, Commander Eren and their whole squad, where the trap was. And still in Titan form, he puts the crystallized Annie in front of Levi. He just scoffs and they put her in a wagon and start heading back. So while everyone is in formation, Eren is at the rear, still in Titan form, protecting everyone, taking down any Titan that came near them. So they don't have to like dump any bodies this time. So they get to the wall, and as they start bringing up the horses, Eren was guarding them, and he was looking over the horizon, and he saw a Titan, and it looked like it had hair or something. He tried to get a better look at it, but it went behind some trees and he couldn't see it anymore. So he just paid it no mind, and everyone, got to safety behind the walls. Anyways, guys, that's where I'm going to leave this one off. I would have gone longer, but I need to make sure I'm not like missing any important parts of the story. So I feel like this is a good place to stop. Anyways, thank you guys for sticking around to the end of the video. If you liked it, like. If you like my content in general, subscribe. Why not? So I'll see you guys in the next What If.